right, Coach. Autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 27, Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, here's White. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Caught by Sanu. A gain there of 21 yards.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Edelman was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 27, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Stay with your man. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Big stop, D. Chin up, chin up.
Now Haskins, third and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. 31
yards there and a first down. On first down, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the gun, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability to see the quarterback throw.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Going on the ground, it's White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's got some space here. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 21-0 our score after 1.
Wait, 20. I'm here all day. Watch the eye.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now White. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. From the 39, Brady. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big pickup of 38. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what do we...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel. His 5th touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by BlacKvHawK's, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. BlacKvHawK's now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 24, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 76 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Brady gives this to White. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down. It's White. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. BlacKvHawK's with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Patriots 14.
BlacKvHawK now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Geis. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check Mike 21. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And all the way down to the 35. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Geis. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Geis. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Go Bandit! 56. Mike, 50. Hey, Charlie! 56. Hey, second!
From the 27, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 23 yards on the play.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past? And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. BlacKvHawK's now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. BlacKvHawK's the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. BlacKvHawK's now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Check nine, check nine. Go. You got motion, man. You got motion. Go.
Now Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. BlacKvHawK's for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Patriots 35, Redskins 31.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Go. It's going to be a long day.
Now Haskins on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in these good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, let's get in that hole. Anyone? Check it back. Who's it? Watch the safety creep.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. On 2nd and 9. Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with White. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Here's White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 64, weak, 72.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Single, slot.
From midfield, here's Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's White. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
Now Brady. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Brady to throw. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point good by BlacKvHawK's. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. BlacKvHawK's now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Opting to run again here with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Mike 56, Mike 56. Cover.
Brady to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. He'll look to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Wait 10. Wait 20. Watch the out. Watch the out. Hey, catch it.
On first down, it's White. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Motion. Reset. Regular.
Now Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Rush in.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things.